Hello, beautiful people. How is your day going? I just finished week 2 of the 555 Portal Shifting Consciousness, which was amazing. Love facilitating this course. It's all about growth and expansion, and it's just beautiful. And I posted this morning that we were talking today about intuition versus ego, the overactive ego. And we spoke about how the ego is important. I find a lot of the spiritual community, and no judgment, wants like ego death, wants to transcend the ego. We want to get rid of the ego. The ego is important. The ego is our identity as human beings. The soul is our identity as our higher self. And what we need to do is pair the two together, the soul intuition and the balanced, healthy ego. Because without ego, we don't have a self-concept. Without a positive ego, because our self-concept is based in our ego. What we think about ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, how we react to emotions, how we react to triggers, everything is based in the ego. The ego is important, and I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. Don't try to get rid of your ego. We need it. We have created this over years of evolution to protect ourselves. And what we need to realize is there's nothing that we really innately need protecting from except ourselves, our minds. Our minds want to protect us from any dangers out there. So if you have an unbalanced or overactive ego, it's based on the belief systems that we have from childhood, from young adulthood, from society standards, from parents, from friends, these things that come up and are ingrained in our subconscious. And as we work through our triggers and learn not to react emotionally in moments, but to dig in and be like, what is this mirror trying to show to me? We start to release these limiting beliefs in our ego. We start to understand and to question what is going on instead of blaming and judging and, shaming ourselves and others for being who we are. Ego is important. How many great creators and inventors out there would have created or invented without an ego? None, because they wouldn't have believed in themselves. If they did not have a good self-concept, they would have listened to everybody else around them who told them they were crazy for what they were trying to create, and they would have given up. Their ego led them. Their ego paired with their intuition led them. So please do not diminish your ego or vilify it, because it's important. It's releasing those limiting beliefs so we can come into the concept of self that is awesome, that we need to do. When our ego tells us we're not good enough, we're stupid, we're unlovable, we're poor, we're never going to have any success in life, these are the beliefs we need to rewrite. This is the self-concept. This is where self-concept comes in and is so important. So important. And as we rewrite that narrative in our mind over and over and over again, it becomes the dominant story instead of those other beliefs that have stuck with us our whole lives that have kept us stagnant. So I ask you to ask yourself, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to expand? Work within your ego. Work within your subconscious mind by creating conscious thoughts that rewrite that narrative, and persist in them until they become fact, until you become that. Ask yourself, and I ask myself this all the time when I'm triggered or something comes up, the woman that I see myself being at the end, and there really is no end, but the woman that I see myself as, would she be feeling this way? Would she be thinking these thoughts? Fuck no. Heck no. I wouldn't be, because I would be happy. I would be having a great time because I know things are happening. I know I'm successful. I know I'm all these things. I know I'm loved. I know I love myself. I know I have the self-concept. And even when I get tripped up in the energies that try to convince me otherwise, I persist through them and rewrite that narrative. It's about rewriting those beliefs until you feel it, until you believe it. So continue. And you may feel crazy at the beginning doing this because it's such a belief that's so opposite to what you believed your whole life. But this is how you succeed. You persist in it. You continue going. Anybody who's created anything awesome in life has not given up. Even with speed bumps, even with people telling them not to do it, they kept going with their vision. They paired a balanced ego with their intuition and they pushed forward. You know, I spoke about today in the course about how intuition is our feminine aspect, and a balanced ego is our masculine. Intuition's the guide. The ego, the balanced ego, is the inspired action you take to get there. So take that how it resonates. This is just my take on it. If my teachings don't resonate, you don't have to worry about them. If you want to learn more about this, I have my schedule open for February and March, so check it out, or I can send you the link if you'd like to see it. And on February 22nd, we're doing the Alignment Academy and Masterclass, which is going to be a lot about this. It's about balance and bringing everything into alignment in our lives and how we do that. I'm going to teach, and then we're going to have an activation afterwards, and it's going to be awesome. So if you want to join that, today, which is January 24th, 2022, is the last day to get the early bird pricing at $22.22. After that, it goes up to $44.44, and then it will go up to the full price of $88.88. So if you want to get in on it at the extreme early bird price, drop a comment below and I'll send you the link. If not, look up, if this is on Facebook you're watching this, look up in the events tab. If this is on YouTube that you're watching it, all the links are below in my Linktree link. And I love you. I hope you have the most wonderful day, because it's all about how we perceive. How do you perceive yourself? How do you perceive those around you? How do you perceive life to be? You're the creator. Remember that. I love you. Bye.